What's up, folks? In this video, we're gonna make some jalapeno deer poppers. I'm gonna tell you what you're gonna need for this recipe. This ain't really a recipe, this is just what I made up. But everybody does this. You're gonna need some deer meat. I suggest that you use the backstrap. And you're gonna need some fresh jalapenos. You're gonna need some cream cheese. You're gonna need a package of bacon and some onion. And what else am I missing? There's something else I'm not thinking of. Yeah, onion. You're gonna need also a Italian dressing. We're gonna need that too. All right. First of all, the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my back strap out, which that looks like an inner loin. We'll see. See if I got two of those inner loins. Woohoo, look at that. That one's ready, almost ready to go. Just the size it is. There's another one ready to go. Those are good size for poppers. Yeah, I'll use these inner loins. Actually, these aren't inner loins. These are the end cuts off of my back straps. Okay, now look how I did my back straps, folks. These are so clean. No silver skin, no tallow, no fat whatsoever. Okay, I want to show you that. You see that? Oh, how clean that meat is. That's the way you want to do this. All right, I'm going to save those for steaks. And I'm going to use these. These are part of the, these are actually part of those are part, if you've ever cleaned a deer, you'll understand that that's part of the back strap right there. But silver skin goes between this and the other piece. Okay, now I got both sides, left and right, off the deer here. And these are just some trims, some trimmings off of the silver skin and the tallow that I didn't want to throw out. That's some of the stuff that was really close to the silver skin. So what I'll do here is I'll just go ahead and take that and get ready to lay it out. Now, what I want is, I want pieces that are gonna fit inside this. So I'm gonna take these and cut them in half. Okay, and make like, these are my jalapenos. I'm gonna cut these in half and make boats out of each half. Then I'm gonna fill that with deer meat, cream cheese, and then I'm gonna wrap bacon around it. So you'll see all that. But what we want to do is, first thing I want to do is we want to tenderize our meat just a little bit. Now, most people would say, you don't need to tenderize backstrap. Well, we're going to tenderize backstrap. Okay. We are going to tenderize it. These pieces should probably be ready to go, just, you know, the way they are. They're very small. Probably take two of these to go inside of probably take two of those for each boat. A little like that, just a little bit. You'll have to judge depending on how, excuse the airplane going by, folks. It seems to always happen when I want to make a video. Actually, it seems to always happen, always, even, no matter what I'm doing around here. So, yeah. This is kind of like having chop steak. You know, have you ever had chop steaks? It's the same thing as a chop steak, except I'm using venison. And yeah, gauging on how big your jalapeno peppers are, that depends on how big a piece you need. Now I got way too much here for how many I need, so let's count. 1, 3, 6, 9. I have 9 peppers. So let me gauge how much I'm gonna need. I'm gonna need 18. 9 times 2 is 18, right? Yes, I'm gonna need 18 chunks of meat to go down in my peppers. So let's say that's 1, 2, that's 2 peppers. I may want to put some of this back, we'll see. Actually, let's just start cutting it up and see what we get. We got 2, we're gonna need 18. Wow. Just a little morsel like that. It's called a medallion. Take it like that and just chop it. Not chop it, but smash the shit out of it. That ought to be good right there. You can cut them a little thicker. I'm gonna cut this one a little thicker. Wow, that knife cuts good. Take your handy dandy meat tenderizing hand. Well, that side's about screwed up, ain't it? I like this side. And do like this. Enough for, I think maybe that's enough for, that might be one. We'll see. I'm gonna do quite a bit of this anyway. May end up going to get more, wow, I just noticed my artery, or my vein in my hand is very large right there. Very large for some reason. Anyway, let's go on ahead and continue. We'll cut some more medallions. That's a nice about 1/2 inch thick piece. Now when you hit this with the damn thing, it gets much bigger. See there? It gets much bigger. I'm not slamming it, I'm not jamming it, I'm just, you know, hitting it about 3 times lightly, and that's probably enough for one boat. One jalapeno boat. One popper. 1/2 inch, folks, 1/2 inch medallions. Flip it over, bump, bump, bump. Now I'm gonna do that until I have enough meat ready for these things. And then I'm going to soak it in some Italian dressing for a little while, and I'll show you that part when I get to it. GoPro, stop recording. Okay, I got all my pieces made up that I'm gonna use for my deer poppers. And we'll just put them in a Ziploc bag. And I got some Olive Garden Italian dressing. I'm gonna pour some of that in there. Enough to cover what I got. Enough to, you know, just rub it around on there. Let it. You ain't gotta do this overnight, folks. It doesn't require that one bit. I mean, you use whatever you want. I'm using Italian dressing, but some people marinate in different things. Like some people use, I'm not even gonna mention them because they're actually, to me, unmentionables. They are the unmentionables. So, where do I put this? Might as well just use it. So, yeah, to me, it's Italian dressing. And I'm just gonna let that get all over that meat and take the air out. See, I'm taking the air out of my bag, kind of rolling it up like you would a cigarette or something else. Kind of like a, you know, cigarette. Get all that air out of there. And I'm gonna stick this back in the freezer, or the refrigerator, sorry, overnight. Okay, you don't have to do this overnight. You could set it in there for an hour or 2 hours before you cook. It does not have to marinate and soak in. Well, that didn't work out so well. I wonder if the camera caught that. My cutting board just fell down. Anyway, I'm gonna put this back in the refrigerator, and tomorrow, I'll be cutting up my. I'm gonna let it sit 24 hours, okay? Because I'm not doing it today. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. I already have something planned for tonight, but I'm getting this ready for today. The jalapenos and stuff will be cut up and prepped tomorrow. So we'll be back tomorrow, folks, when it's time to do that part. See you tomorrow. Hey, folks. In this clip, I'm going to prepare my jalapenos for my poppers. I'm gonna get the seeds out and show you how I prepare them real quick. Be right back. Okay. Change the camera plate. What I first want to do is cut my end off. Just cut the large end off. Take my small knife and go inside there and cut the ribs. I call those the ribs. Just cut the ribs up there around the top. Take a small spoon with a very small end on it like that. Just run that down through there. Kind of pull that middle out. Run it all the way around in there like that. You may could use a fillet knife to go down in there with that, but when you do that, you take your chances on cutting your pepper open. I want to kind of leave the pepper, you know, partially intact, most of the way intact. So I'm gonna pull that center out. Just go around it like that. And get that center to come on out. All them seeds, I think, should probably be saved and go in the garden. I'll probably do that. That'd be a good idea. There, that middle just falls out just like that. Okay. Now you can wash the rest of the seeds out in your sink or whatever. I'm gonna sneeze because of these peppers. Whew! They're strong. So now you can stuff your deer meat and your stuff down in there and put this back on top. Put a couple, you know, whatever like that. Put a couple toothpicks through there to hold that together. Put your deer meat and your cream cheese inside. Recap it. Wrap your bacon around it. Stick it in the dang grill. Or however you're going to cook it. But that's how I'm going to cook mine. I'm going to cook it in the grill. That's one way you can do that one. Okay, another way you can do it is to make a boat out of this thing. Now, what I mean by making a boat is exactly what I say. We'll cut the end of it off. Actually, yeah, no, we don't even need to cut the end off. Let's just cut this off. We'll just cut the stem off. And then we're going to find out which way it lays best without wanting to flip over, because you don't want to stick it in your grill and have it rolling around. So let's find its happy medium spot. I think that's going to be its happy medium spot right there like that. Okay, so we're going to open it up like this. Just going to slice the top off like that and open it up. Now you've got a boat. Once you dig everything out of it, you'll see what I mean. That's where that spoon comes in handy again. I'll go ahead and cut the top off. Cut that inside part where it sticks to it, or where it grows to it, whatever, not sticks to it, but I'll cut that off and use my spoon to detach. I broke it open. I didn't want to do that. I tried to keep it all in one piece, but pull that out. Scrape my seeds out. You ain't got to scrape the veins or the ribs too much. You can leave that in there. Now, there's my boat. Now, put my cream cheese down in there. Put my little deer meat on there. And then wrap that with bacon. Stick that in the grill. You can use this if you do it like that. Put that back on top. Wrap that around there. Put your couple toothpicks through there, whatever. Wrap your bacon on there, and you can do that. That's the second way you can do it. Or the third way you can do it is to make two boats out of one. All right. And the way you want to do that is just go ahead and cut that stem off again, and find its happy medium. Now, its happy medium is both sides, which is awesome. That means both boats are going to work well. And for this method, I'm going to need a longer knife because I want to go directly down the middle of both at once. And be very careful doing this. I'm just going to find the center and go right down the center as best I can of both. All right. Now I'll dig that out of both, and I'll have two boats, and I'll have two poppers this way. They won't have a lid on it, but what'll keep everything together will be the bacon. Go ahead and dig all this out. Now, if you didn't know this by now, all those seeds in there, and those veins that hold those seeds, those ribs, that's where the hot part is. Okay, that's the hardest part of your pepper. Right there, are these ribs, those ribs that the seeds are on, that's the hottest part of your pepper, is those seeds and those ribs. So if you don't want them too hot, take them all out. If you want them hotter, you can leave some of that in there. The more seeds, the hotter. All right, now I got 2 boats right here. Put cream cheese in there. Put some deer meat on top. Wrap it with bacon. Put a toothpick on it to hold the bacon on. Boom. Do the same thing with the second one. Boom. That's the 3 methods that I'm going to use, folks. And I'm going to get all these prepared for now and then stick them back in the refrigerator because I'm not quite ready to cook. I'm just going to get this part done and do a little bit more later as it gets closer time to eat. But thanks for watching this part. We'll be back in a minute. Stay tuned. You ain't going to have to wait because it's the magic of YouTube. All right, folks, we're getting ready to make up our jalapeno deer poppers. I'm going to start getting my bacon ready. It's thawed out and cold. It's just got out of the refrigerator. My cream cheese, I unpackaged my cream cheese and set it on a saucer. Just a small, like, saucer, just a small plate, and set it in the freezer. Because I want it to be frozen or almost frozen when I do this. It makes it easier. It's more manageable. It's not gonna stick, ain't gonna stick to you as bad. It ain't gonna stick to everything quite as bad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we got our hickory sweet sausage. I mean, this ain't sausage. What do you call this crap? Bacon. Bacon. All right, we've got bacon. I took my deer meat out of the, I don't know if you can see that. Let's go this way. Okay, I took my deer meat out of the refrigerator about an hour ago because I wanted it to warm up. Okay, I didn't want it to be too cold going into the grill so it would cook easier. So what I got now is a whole bunch of marinade in here with it. I'm gonna drain that marinade off with a strainer real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, I got that pretty much drained and in a bowl ready to go. I want to, some of these pieces may be too big for my jalapenos, so ooh, it looks like it marinated quite nicely. I got some scissors close by and a knife also. Of course, you may have to cut them down or whatever so they fit in size. Depends on what size jalapenos you got. I'm gonna set that to the side and get my jalapenos ready. I'll put them over here. We'll get those like right there close by where I'm gonna be. And I'm gonna reach in the freezer and grab my cream cheese. It probably hasn't been in there long enough. I'd set that in there a good 30 minutes before you start this project, folks. You want that cream cheese to be good and cold. It comes off of it works much better when it's, y'all know what I'm saying. If you've ever done cream cheese before, you understand. All right, let's get in position. I'm trying to get my chair right to where I need it. The perfect spot. Let me grab my toothpicks. Got some toothpicks right there. We'll need those. Some of those. Probably won't need them all, but I'm going to throw the excess away now because it's already on here. It's going to be contaminated. Alrighty. Put that there. That's going to be for that. A little butter knife. Keep the toothpicks off to the side. And let me see what I need next. Let's get everything staged just right. Right where I need it. I want everything to be in the right spot for where I'm working. Kind of should have prepared this ahead of time. Okay, I don't know what y'all can see. Let me see what y'all can see. I think y'all can see a lot of that. Y'all probably don't need to see that much of that, but more of that right there. There you go. That's a good view. All right. We can turn these around because we're going to be accessing those from the front layer. These are layered. These bacons, of course, are layered like shingles on your roof. And you're going to want to start with the bottom. So that's what we're going to do. I'll just take my jalapeno boat. This is just a boat. And I got to kind of gauge how much I'm going to put in there. You can't be putting a whole lot. Okay, because you don't want this stuff to melt and go everywhere inside your grill. So, you know, you don't have to go overboard with it. I'm just going to go about like that. Make sure I don't... Oh, it's nice. It's nice and cold. It's perfect. Make sure I don't go overboard with that. All right. Now, let's get... let's try to see if I can find a small piece. That's a good small piece. I think that's about perfect right there. Okay. Now comes time for the bacon. Here's where the magic plays in. Grab a piece of that bacon. I always use a fork on my bacon in one hand. It's so easy to manage bacon with a fork. Like that. Now, you don't want to stretch it out too much. Let's just start about right there. And we'll wrap it. You want to stretch it out enough so one piece of bacon will wrap each. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to use 2 pieces of bacon on there. One should be plenty enough to do this size wrap popper. Okay. Now, just to make sure that that stays on there throughout the cooking process, I'm going to poke a hole right through there. Oops. I'm going to poke another hole through this end of it. Just to, let me see if I can't get y'all in the camera. Just to make sure that that bacon stays in place. Right? That's all you got to do right there. That's it. I'm just going to continue this process over and over and over and over and over. I got a little bit left on there. Scrape it off on that edge. Scrape it off on that edge and kind of just spread it down in there. Over and over, folks. I'm going to do this over and over again about 18 times or so. We'll see. And they're going to come out good. They're going to come out good. I would suggest, like, when you get to this point right here, once you got your cheese in there, once you put your meat in there, take your little piece of meat, put your little piece of meat in there. That might be too much. Take an onion petal and put it across the top and then wrap it in bacon. Woo-wee! Tell me about some of that. Ain't that gonna be good? An onion petal in there would also make it wonderful. But now, I mean, this has already been marinating, so there's no need for any spices, or you don't need to put no salt, pepper, no nothing like that on it. It's ready to go. All right, it's ready to go. It's been marinating. It's got all that Italian sausage on there. So let's just wrap that around, just like that. That's gonna hold in all that goodness. Woo! That toothpick through there to keep it in place. This end, you don't want that coming unraveled. Don't poke yourself with a damn toothpick, they hurt. Okay. And we will be back when we got them all done and get ready to throw them on the... Hell, let me show you this one. Okay, we got this one here. This is one of those other options you can do. Okay, what you want to do when you got these, if you want to do them like this to put your cap back on, what you want to do with this is you want to take your meat. You want to find your meat. That's going to be a good piece. Okay, flatten your meat out. And you want to take your cheese and you put that on there and spread it down along that meat. Just like that. It's starting to get a little sticky. Okay, don't let it be too thick in one spot. It don't matter about that really, but you kind of want to keep it consistent. All right, wipe off. Good roll of paper towels will come in handy on this one. Okay, now this is where this is going to become a little different. Take your piece of bacon about that long. All right, throw that bacon on there over the top of that. Okay, and we're going to just take that and fold it over and send it on down inside that pepper till it gets to the bottom best we can. Somebody has to spin it and push it in there, but stuff that pepper. Stuff that pepper good. See, it's a little too big, but that's okay. Best peptide's a good friend of yours on this one. Might get cheese all over you. All right, I'm just gonna fold that over the best I can. I'm gonna set that top back on there and get me a couple of these and pin it in place. Go diagonal through there. Oh, missed it. You gotta go through both parts of the pepper. The top and the side. See, like that? See how I went through there? Now I'm gonna do that on this side. Ah, come on. Okay. We're trying to keep that pepper, that top of that pepper, that top on there straight, so I won't even go through again. It's getting slippery, so bear with me. Oh, broke the top of the pepper. Be careful. See how the top of my pepper split? Because I went through it too close. Be careful like that. I'm going to go ahead and go through down here. It'd be nice to have some toothpicks that only had a point on one end when you're doing this. They do make them. They're, yeah, they're not going to poke your fingers so bad. So, all right, that one there is going to hold everything in. That one's ready to go. And I think I had one more option. Let me see if I had one more option in here on how to make these things. I think that was it. That was the only, I had 3 options on how to make them. Well, I guess that's it. I guess I cut them all, the rest of them into boats. So, there we go, folks. There's my stuff. I'm gonna stuff them and I'll be back. Hey, I got about half of them done. At this point, I went ahead and started my grill so it can be warming up. So we're gonna go ahead and just finish. I just want to let you know though, folks, go ahead and get your grill warm. You want to throw these on a warm grill. You just don't want to throw them on there cold. All right, and I'll be back when I'm done and get ready to put them on the grill. Okay, I have my grill hot. I've got it on low. So I got on low setting right over here. That's my heat. I got a smoking tube here. If you've not seen that in my other videos, that's an amazing tube. And I have some wood pellets in there. I'm using smoked bourbon barrel flavor right now. That's going to give this a smoky flavor. And I got my food over here. I actually have some extra. I ran out of bacon, so I have a little extra. I'm gonna throw on the front there. Ooh, listen to that. Oh yeah. This is gonna be little appetizers that I can eat while I'm cooking. Yes, sir. Let me set this camera down real quick. These are gonna cook very fast because they're very thin. So I'm gonna put these on there and get that stuff cooked real quick, and then I'll put these on. Those are about halfway done now. You can see the blood coming out the top of them. They ain't gonna take long at all. You don't want to overcook deer meat neither, by the way. I've learned that. These ones over here on the front are gonna be hotter. I know the hot spots in my grill. Those are gonna be nice right there, like nice little morsels to snack on while these poppers are, uh-oh. You better get from out of there. I don't want to lose you. Get from out of there. I'm telling you, get from out of there. Don't let me go get my needle nose. I will come get you. I will come down in there and get you. You ain't lying. I'll go down in there and get you. There's a problem, folks. Let me get that piece of meat out of there. Oh. I got one that's trying to get away from me. He thought he was dead. I thought he was dead. Take that and poke it right through it. And bring it out that way. There we go. Got him. Phew, it's hot. Wow, okay, that's gonna cook so quickly. It's gonna be unbelievably quick. Unbelievable. Sorry, I hit the camera. We're still looking at it? Okay, we're still looking at everything. What I wanted to do was get these on there real quick. Before those other cooked. Others got cooked. So what I want to do here is I want to leave these straight up and down so when they cook that cheese doesn't all run out of them. Leave those boats straight up and down or upright. Don't let your boats tip over. You got what I'm saying? I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Ain't everybody as dumb as half the world, but you know, half the world is fucking dumb. Excuse my French. This is a cooking video, sorry. Oh, all right. That little piece that tried to get away has got to go. It's got to move somewhere else. Actually, it's probably ready to eat. Yep, that's ready to eat. Yummy. That one's ready. Oh my God, it's good. That's delicious. Yummy. So good. This is, oh, sorry. Folks, this is venison backstrap. Fresh, never frozen. Oh. Never frozen. I'm gonna set that back there. Oh. Set this right up here. Gotta make room for it. On there. That was delicious, man. I go get a plate real quick. All right, folks, we'll be back in a minute. Let me show you. Man, look at that. Let's push this little smoking tube a little bit closer over there. So I'm gonna close the lid up here real quick. Close that lid down so that smoke can go everywhere. I'm gonna take my stuff inside. I'm gonna go get a plate to get those little pieces out and bring some to Mom. Be right back. I'm coming. Turn your TV off real quick. I got a piece of backstrap. I got the video going. Mute the TV real quick. Hurry, hurry, hurry.
Colleen said.
I'm recording. Can you tell me that afterwards? I want to get you to try a piece of this. That's a small piece of backstrap. I had some extra because I ran out of bacon. So just grab a piece and give it a shot. The darker ones are going to be more tough. So, warning, the darker ones are going to be more tough if she picks the darkest one.
Why you told me that after I had it?
Folks, I think I woke her up. She's mad at me now.
No, I'm not.
So you're not going to finish it? I brought you an appetizer. I want to know how you like it.
It's okay.
It's okay. Folks, you know how long it took me to get that, to kill that, how long it took me to get to where I had to kill that deer, to clean that deer, to cook that deer. I told you it was going to be tough if you took the dang darkest one. Take the lightest one. Try this one instead. All right. Act like you know somebody. Now.
That's good.
That better? I told her the darker ones are going to be more tough. Can't overcook deer meat. But this is good. I like it dark like that. Charred. So you like burnt waffles. So you like burnt deer.
Colleen's coming tomorrow.
She wants to tell me to shut up. I know. I'm gonna kill this video and we'll be back when the poppers are done. Let's check on them. I ain't timed this at all because this ain't a timing thing. This is just depending on the heat of your grill and the temperature outside, because if it's freezing cold outside, your tank, I don't see if you can see that down there. Your propane tank ain't gonna put out that much. So let's check this. Ooh, it looks good. I'd say close to being done. Very close to being done. Yes, sir. Yummy. Now the bacon don't have to be crispy. Not at all. It's just. Now see, I have one of these things that also like broils it from the top. If you have one of those, you want to be using it. All right, we'll be back when it's time to eat, because this is very close to being done. All right, I got a couple ready to, not gonna all be ready at the same time, so I went ahead and brought her some while they're warm. And be careful. Cut that, be closer to your knife. There you go. Let me see. Hang on, let me get a, all right, that's better. Now I'm zoomed in a little bit better. Be careful, it's gonna be hot. That cheese in there could be super hot. Is it hot? It's too hot, ain't it?
Uh-huh.
Yep, she's taking it back out. That's why I said cut it in pieces. Burn your mouth. Oh boy, look at it falling out your mouth. Put it back on your plate, Mom. Don't drop your plate. Plate's about to fall out. Got too hot, didn't it?
Yeah.
That cream cheese is very hot, so be careful. Cut you a couple little pieces and let them cool off while you're waiting. Well, them cool off. You know, they'll try to cut even pieces, so that's why you'll have a piece of jalapeno and a piece of meat and some bacon all in the same bite. You're squishing it down. You're not cutting. You're just pushing down on it. Whatever. Do it the way you want.
I'm trying.
All right. That little one, the one you had in your mouth, probably cooled off by now. That'll help it cool off.
Thank you.
Turn the fan on. Well, I wanted to know how it tastes. It's my first try, so if it's not good, it's okay. You can tell me. But I already know I like it.
Tastes good to me.
Tastes good to you?
Yeah.
Not too spicy for a jalapeno?
No.
Just a hint of jalapeno. And
Not
got a lot of taste of bacon, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good.
I think they're great.
Okay, now the back strap's in here.
It's inside there. You've already eaten it. You're eating it right now.
Okay.
Yep, it's wrapped inside there with that cream cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's tenderized with that meat hammer. So what do you think?
Good.
Is it worth it? Worth all the trouble going through it to make them?
You're the one who did the trouble.
Well, do you like it? Would you like to have it again?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
If there's any more back strap.
Oh, we got plenty of backstrap, Mom. That was a very, very small amount of backstrap that it took to make that.
Really?
I froze the rest of that we had. Yeah, the rest of it's frozen right now. But we've got plenty. We've got plenty. It doesn't take just a small sliver of backstrap to make that. And then I flatten it out with a hammer, and it makes it like it's even bigger. It's kind of, when it flattens out, it gets bigger.
Are you cooking now?
I'm still cooking.
Don't forget.
How many more would you like?
Couple.
2 more?
Yeah.
Just to make a meal? All right. I'll bring you 2 more when they're ready.
You eat yours first.
Yes. All right. Okay, let me get in the light over here and try mine. Oh my God. That's way better than she's saying. Oh my God. She always ain't got no emotions right now. She's not having a good day. That is freaking delicious, folks. Wow, that's so damn good. Whew. I'm loving it. Folks, that's the end of this video. I'm fixing to go and chow down. That shit is delicious. I had to come back, folks, just to let you know that these are perfect. The bacon is crispy. And if you turn them over, the bottom is not burnt. I mean, it's just starting to get a little bit brown on the bottom. But other than that, man, they're perfect. That was a little dark right there, but I like that. That'll be good. This one here's going to be a surprise. I don't know what it's going to be like on the inside. That bacon is not going to be crispy on that one, I know, but we'll see. Oh, Bye, folks. It's time to eat.